Coming in, you guys, is day number 129 of my 365-day Jimmy Ice Bath Challenge. If you're brand new to this, I have been going live, usually all year. This is not live, this is recorded. But live, going into an ice bath. And that's not just any old ice bath. That is an ice bath that can get down to 32 degrees Fahrenheit and stay there. And that's the Morozco Forge, by the way. And I stay in there for 5 minutes a day. And so today is day number 129 of doing this challenge. I'm going to go the whole year, all 365 days in the year 2022, hearing that yapping dog and all the everything. Every single day I hear that stupid dog. So, but I'm going to get into the ice bath as I always do. And all along the way, I'm telling you about the benefits of ice baths. I'm currently in the midst of writing a book about ice bath and cold therapy called Cold Therapy Clarity, hoping to come out later this year. So yeah, lots of great things with doing this ice bath. So what I've been doing is teaching some principle about cold therapy or some mindset thing. And today we got a mindset thing. Because I hear from people all the time and they say, Jimmy, I can't do an ice bath. That's too much. To which I always say, okay, well, if an ice bath is too much, have you tried cold shower? Yeah, that's too much too. Have you done a warm shower? You know, you can eventually get to some starting point. So the main point is not the cold. Yes, the cold provides benefits, both physical and mental. But the point is to push yourself, to challenge yourself. So when we get in the water, I'm going to ask you, what are you doing to challenge yourself? This is what Jimmy's doing. And it's working very well to challenge me. It is still a great challenge when I first get into the water to be able to catch my breath and to do that. I know I make it look easy. You guys watch these all the time. I make it look easy, but it's still hella hard. And that's okay. That's what I want. I want the challenge of this. So let me set you down. We'll talk about that when I get into the ice bath here in just a moment. All right, I think that's pretty centered. 5 minutes on the clock. It's been hard to look at the clock lately, so I'm going to try to position it so I can see it better. All right, 5 minutes, and here we go. And, oh, it's 32.3 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. I know you can't see a lot of ice in there. The ice is all at the bottom. I'm still waiting on Morozco Forge to get back with me. Oh, there's a piece of ice that decided to make a debut. Get back with me about some of the issues I'm having with their tank right now. So, have not heard from them today. (32.3 degrees Fahrenheit). I'm feeling it today. Oof. And that big sheet of ice under my legs. And I cannot see my clock at all, so I have no idea what the time is. Oh, I'm getting more ice releasing. Baby ice. Whew. It's intensely cold today, you guys. Oof. Yikes. All right. I'm gonna lift my hands because they're really hurting. Challenging yourself. What are you doing to present yourself with some kind of a challenge on a daily basis? Obviously, I'm doing the ice bath. This is a hard challenge, and for today, some reason, this is even harder than normal. I'm not sure why I'm having trouble with the cold today, but I'm feeling it very intensely here today. I don't usually have this much trouble getting in an ice bath, but that just goes to show you, even when you do something hard and you do it often, you're going to have some days where it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But what are you doing to challenge yourself? Because people criticize me and they're like, I don't want to do an ice bath. Okay, don't do an ice bath. But what else are you doing to challenge yourself? Anything. Whether it's an exercise challenge, whether it's I'm going to walk 10,000 steps, what are you doing that's challenging yourself and making you push yourself beyond your comfortability into the past the boundaries of what you normally do? What are those things that you're doing to push yourself to that level? And I told you guys yesterday about my 22-year-old friend Alex, interested in cold therapy, and he's like, you know, what's the big deal? What are some of the things? And I said, Alex, do you ever challenge yourself? Do you ever like push yourself to do things that are hard? He's like, no, not really. I said, getting into an ice bath does that. And what that does is it enables you that when the truly hard things come in life, you've already done hard things, you're able to handle them better because you convinced yourself that you can do hard things. So challenging yourself is about pushing yourself to doing those things that are difficult. And especially under a controlled circumstance like an ice bath, it's very easy. I think I'm going to run out of time. I can't see the time at all, so it's just going to have to beep and I'll go under. Doing an ice bath is a controlled form of hard. And so if you do something hard, like an ice bath, you're controlling what the difficult situation is. But when life hits hard, you don't have control about it hitting you. It hits, and you got to be ready. How are you going to be ready if you never push yourself to doing the hard things? I know we're getting close. Okay, I think I barely see it says 30 seconds left. So I'm going to go under the water here in just a second, but I've got a piece of ice that's just poking at me back here. Oh, it's a big sheet of ice too. There it is. Rawr. All right, let's go under the water. That's cold today. It's cold every day, but for some reason, that felt a lot colder than it normally does. Ooh. And not that I hate the cold. I love the cold, as you guys know. I got my phone all wet, so I'm gonna wipe it off a little bit. I love the cold, as you guys know. But wow, that got me good today. I don't know why some days it feels so much colder. That was very intense cold too. Now that was 32.3 degrees. But I've done colder than that. Let me look at what it said. Yeah, 32.3 degrees Fahrenheit. So, it was hard. But I like to do hard things. I've talked about that before in previous videos, that the whole point of this, even if there were no physical benefits, and there are plenty, even if there were no mental health benefits, and there are plenty of those as well, even if I had none of those things, and all I was doing was just pushing myself to do something hard, so that when life hits hard, I'm ready, because I've got experience of dealing with hard things. Have you ever thought about that before? That allowing yourself to experience something that is a challenge, something that requires you to muster up, not willpower. I hate that phrase, willpower. That's not what it is. Strength, resiliency, the ability to take on anything that comes your way. Like, all of those things are great things to have in your back pocket that enable you to do things when life hits. And I have noticed that with doing all these ice baths that, okay, I get to do something very hard under a controlled circumstance. I get to determine whether I get into that ice bath or not. Nobody else determines that. Nobody else tells me I have to do it. I just do it because I want to do it. I put up with a yippy dog in my neighbor's yard. I happily do this challenge because I know that when life hits hard, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. And life has hit hard. The last few days, I had some pretty devastating news. Not ready to share it just yet, just because there's a few more things that need to happen before I can. And that's going to take probably another week or so before that happens. So trust me, when the time comes, you'll hear about it. But in the midst of hearing it and the devastation that it is, I'm okay. I'm okay because I have done hard things. And under normal auspices, hearing something like this news that I'm going to share with you guys soon would normally make most people break down and not be able to handle it very well. And that's what I want for you guys. When you challenge yourself, and again, it doesn't have to just be an ice bath. Ice bath is what Jimmy's using. And I happen to think it's a wonderful way to challenge yourself. But an ice bath isn't the only way you can challenge yourself. You can do it in a myriad of ways. Listening to a yippy dog all day would definitely do it. That dog does that literally all day long. Yip, 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 yip. But doing something hard in your life on purpose under a controlled circumstance then allows you to do things hard that come into your life. The unexpected. And guys, if you're not planning for the unexpected is the only thing that's certain. You will have unexpected things happen to you in your life. And if you don't prepare now for those times of unexpected, then they're not just going to hit you. They're going to blindside you. They're going to knock you upside the head, knock you down, spit on you, stomp on you, and dare you to push back. But if you do hard things and you allow yourself to do those hard things willingly so. And yes, they're hard. Look, getting into that ice bath, it is not easy. I still, to this day, 129 days into this challenge, I still have a hard time. And today was one of the harder days actually in the ice bath. Normally it's just the beginning part of getting in. Today it was the whole time. Today I kind of struggled in there a little bit. And I never struggle in the ice bath. I always kill it. I kill it. I make that thing my bitch. Not today. Today I was whimpering and whining in there because I just could not get comfortable. And I did all the same things that I always do. And that's a lesson too in challenging yourself is you're not always going to feel great when you challenge yourself. Just like you're not always going to handle situations well when they pop up in your life unexpectedly. The hard things come. It's just a matter of, have you trained yourself to do those hard things? Or do you just wait for the hard things to come and let the chips fall where they may? I don't know about you, but I want a little bit of control of how those things hit me and not just leave it up to some random chance of how I'm going to respond to those things. But there's the ice bath one more time. Those of you who are watching this on the replay, which is all of you. Right now, I'm not doing these live. I'm still away, working on my book, doing some other things. This situation that I'm going to tell you about soon has taken up a lot of my time the last few days, thinking about it. But you'll know soon. Don't worry about me. I'm okay, by the way. It's a situation with someone in my life, and I will let you guys know very soon. But thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or on Instagram, go follow me over on Instagram. Would love to have you there. The reason you want to follow me on Instagram is when I come back in June, I'm off the whole month of May and doing these pre-recorded and then uploading. But when I come back in June, I'm going to go live at 5 p.m. Eastern time, which, by the way, I'm doing this at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm keeping the consistency of the time of this up, even though I'm doing them pre-recorded. But when I come back in June, you'll be able to see these live at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, the replays are all on Instagram as well, but also I make a little short reel, like a 1-minute reel of a lot of these videos, and I have them backed up for a couple months worth. So if you've missed some little lesson in some of the past ones, watch the little 1-minute reel and you'll be able to see different lessons that I'm teaching through that, and I post those. I try to post them everywhere, but they definitely get posted to Instagram first, since Instagram is where you can make the reels. So go check me out, Livin' Low Carb Man, LIVIN LOWCARBMAN, over on Instagram. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here today in day 129. I'm excited to keep sharing new information with you all the time. Hopefully this inspired you to go do something that's going to challenge you. Start thinking about it. What is something you can do on a regular basis that will challenge you, that is hard, but that you can do so that when life hits you, you're ready. You're ready for whatever life brings your way. You're ready because you've already done the hard things. All right, guys, let me pop off of here for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye, guys.